Okay, so we've moved to the other end of the court, and the next thing you want the player to do is learn to hit the ball off the racket feed, which the ball then behaves a little bit differently. It's a little faster, but as a coach, again, you can be really accurate with your feeds. And again, we can work on singular shots, or we can work on singular shots with the movement off the racket and recovering. And we can do both sides, so a singular shot without much movement, and then a singular shot moving out to the ball, stop, hit, and recover. Good. And then, of course, we're going alternating shots. Now, once we've got the alternating shots going, the next question is, what's the next stage to go to? And there's two possibilities, right? If you're working with someone that's really quite small, I like to go now to the net, right? And ask them, come up to the service line. Let's imagine you're like 5 or 6. Some kids can do this at that age. If you're doing a good job, you have enough time with them, or if they're particularly talented. And what I'm going to ask the player to do, Riley in this case, is just to hit the ball back to me slowly, and we're going to try to maintain a rally. And in the beginning, I might just pick on one side and try to get the player just popping the ball back off the racket, but there's less time for them. Just trying to get the player to knock the ball back and forwards, and this is what the kids love to do. You're rallying the ball and having fun. And one thing that I forgot to mention at the start, you always go get that one. Great running, Riley. What you always want to do is count. So we can go to the backhand, but we're not going to do it now, but always maintain a count and see how many they can get in a row, because there the player has a little form of measurement for themselves and they know when they're getting better. And once they can do singular shots, of course, you're moving them side to side. And yes, Riley's got a lot of control because he's very experienced. Little ones will have trouble doing this, but they will get better and better at it. And I find they have much better success at this when you're at the net, because it's a much easier target for them to visualize and see each time. Once they've done that, we can go to the back and you can try to integrate a little mini rally. In the beginning, they'll really struggle with it. But what we're trying to do is get them to the point where they can land the ball consistently on the service line in the right position with their partner or with the coach. And so they can do this over and over. And a lot of players struggle with this, but I can tell you, if they can learn to do this competently, that's really going to be the basis for their game. They've got control of the ball and their movement. They can concentrate. And this is where it's imperative to count every rally to make sure that across time they're progressing in their ability to maintain control of the ball. There you have it. Progression from hand feed to mini rally. Go to work on that, and let's see how we go.